Today, we're going to talk about the skillet chickpea method. It's a fantastic way to transform a simple can of chickpeas into a perfectly browned, flavorful dish, and all you're going to need is one pan.
So the goal is to get this beautiful browned and delicious result from a humble can of chickpeas. And success really just boils down to two key things: controlled heat, and most importantly, starting with very, very dry ingredients. And you won't believe how simple the ingredient list is. You just need 1 can of chickpeas, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a little paprika for that flavor and color, and some salt to finish it all off. As for tools, well, it doesn't get any easier. This whole recipe comes together with just one piece of equipment: a skillet.
Okay, let's start with what is easily the most important step, the prep. First, go ahead and drain your can of chickpeas. Then, and I can't stress this enough, get them completely dry. You can pat them with paper towels or just let them air dry for a bit. The drier these chickpeas are, the better that final texture is going to be.
So this brings us right to the #1 mistake people make with this method, and it happens right at the start. And that mistake is adding wet chickpeas to the pan. See, if there's any moisture left on them, they'll just create steam as soon as they hit the heat. This steams them, making them soft, maybe even a little mushy, which is the exact opposite of that nice browned, firm texture we're looking for. All right, once your chickpeas are dry and ready to go, add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil into your skillet. Now, heat control is absolutely critical at this stage. If you crank the heat up high, you're just going to burn the spices, and it's going to taste bitter. Instead, stick with medium heat. That's going to gently toast the spices and infuse all their flavor right into the oil.
So, with your skillet over that medium heat, go ahead and add the paprika directly into the oil.
Now give that a quick stir for just a few seconds. The goal here isn't to cook the spice, really. It's to quickly bloom its flavor and color into the oil. That way, that flavorful oil is going to coat every single chickpea.
Okay, once that oil is infused, it's time to add your completely dried chickpeas to the skillet.
The total cooking time here is going to be somewhere between 6 and 8 minutes. This is active cooking, so you'll want to keep a close eye on the pan.
Make sure you cook them uncovered. This is super important because it lets any of that leftover moisture escape as steam. If you trapped it with a lid, it would just make the chickpeas soft. Letting it escape is the key to getting that excellent browning. So here's kind of a timeline of what to look for. At minute 0, they go in. Then, around the 4-minute mark, you'll notice their surfaces start to look dry and kind of opaque. And by minute 8, you should start seeing that distinct, slight browning appear.
The first big signal to look for is that dry, almost chalky look on the surface. That's how you know the outside moisture has finally evaporated and the browning process is just about to start.
And your final goal is to get that slight, distinct browning. Just watch for these little brown spots. Remember, we're not deep frying them. It's a gentle browning. As soon as you see it, they are done. The second you see that browning, pull the skillet right off the heat. This stops the cooking process immediately and keeps everything from burning. And for the final step, we season with salt. Doing this off the heat helps the salt stick to the oily surface without drawing out any more moisture. Go ahead and add salt to your taste. All right, your final check is all about texture. The chickpeas should feel firm to the touch, and they should have that noticeably browned exterior. And that's it, a really simple dish made perfect just through technique.